Howdy folks, Chris Vielbaum here, actor and showrunner for the now in production Corey and Alice.
Hi, Zulma Morales here. I'm also a writer and, what am I, actor too? I don't think I'm anything else other than those two things. What?
Welcome to our new thing. We're gonna be doing some stuff in preparation for Corey and Alice while we're shooting it. Corey and Alice will start airing episodes on YouTube fall of 21. Yeah.
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 So Corey and Alice takes place 4-ish years after the events of When in College. And it follows Corey and Alice as they reacclimate to each other and living together, and stuff ensues. We're very excited.
Oh, yeah. No,
super
this
excited.
is a project I'm really excited about. Not because I'm in it, but because it's so fun to write.
It's been so far. We're very happy with what we plan to accomplish within our select number of seasons that we want to do. We're not going to tell you because spoilers. But meanwhile, as you guys are patiently waiting for us to release these episodes of a show that you may or may not watch, who knows?
I don't even think you really have to.
I don't even know if I will watch it.
Well, even then, I don't think you necessarily need to know what happens.
I think I'm going to end up watching Corey and Alice only because I'm editing it, but even then, I don't think I'm going to be watching Corey and Alice.
I will definitely watch it.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll tell you how it is.
So we might have to do commentary for Corey and Alice in, several years. All right.
Probably.
Probs. We're super excited, though. So, in the meantime, we're going to be doing commentary from the show that Corey and Alice takes place after, When in College. We're going to be selecting 5 or 6 of our favorite episodes that we've done. There's only 19 episodes between 2 seasons of When in College, so our slim pickings.
Oh, very. But we have some episodes.
We have some episodes that we're very much looking forward to checking out.
Definitely.
So today, we're going to be checking out the first season's episode 3. I
can't remember what it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
It involves your favorite 2 lovebirds, if you can call them that.
You're assuming they've watched the show.
Assuming.
You're assuming. We're going to hop right into it, and we'll probably pause throughout if we feel like we need to tell a story about something or another. Chances are that'll happen.
Which, before we even watch it, this is, I think, one that I primarily wrote with Quentin.
I think I co-wrote this one as well. I think I did a little bit for this one as well. I know I directed it, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't in it.
No, wait.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you were in it at all.
No, I was not in this one at all. My character was apparently slobbered at a party or something.
He was elsewhere.
And then we didn't shoot a whole lot of party sequences within it, especially the first season. We
pretty much avoided parties if we could.
Well, we kept it pretty tame the first season because we were kind of feeling stuff out and figuring out
the waters. But I think now we have a pretty good sense as to what
we're doing.
What we're doing.
Yep.
So, are we gonna get into it? Or is there anything else you want to add?
2 + 2 equals 4.
Does it? Either way!
Alright, so here we go, watching Season 1, Episode 3 of When in College.
I always did vibe to this music.
I don't know. So Quentin was the creator of the original show for When in College, and we were trying to figure out what kind of opening sequence we wanted to do. So I pitched the idea where we do these kind of shots, these shots of types, as each character's name is flashing, just to kind of survey the lovely campus we were filming at. Don't go there.
So fun fact, we both went there. I graduated.
I didn't. Not the way you think.
Actually, another fun fact, that's where we met.
Yes, 6 years ago.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
It's been a ride.
That's been a while. Okay, we're getting into it.
Oh no! Hey, watch this! Pause! Oh, I gotta hit that. Okay. Yeah, but back to the music part. When I pitched the idea to Quentin, he was like, "Okay, that's cool. We can probably do that." I'm like, "Hey, cool. I made an idea." And then he was like, "All right, well, we need to find a track." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll let you be up to that because you're the head honcho here. You're the boss." And he was like, "Oh, you know it." So and then probably like a couple weeks later, he sent me a clip to this song, the song that we were just listening to. I have no idea what it's called. I
had never heard of this.
I had never heard of it. I'm pretty sure it's a real song.
Oh, probably.
But I remember listening to it, and I'm like, eh. And then I put it in, but then because I did most of the editing in both the seasons of One in College, I put the track in with the intro, and I'm like,
ooh.
Damn, this be hot!
Oh, wait, so do our viewers actually know that I was not supposed to be the original Alice?
No, okay, so going way back.
Really long story.
A very long time ago.
We're not that old, we swear.
Quentin, so like, her and I have known each other for 6 years. Quentin, Jordan, and I went to middle school and high school together, so I've known them as of September of 2020 for 14 years?
Which, I've only known them, I think, 3 years?
A little longer than that.
I think, maybe 4.
So sophomore year is when I had
Jordan okay, so
around.
4.5.
Like, yeah, so sophomore year is when Jordan started coming around a lot
more. So, relatively, not that much time.
Yeah, right, but I've known Quentin and Jordan for a very long time. And we were pitching all sorts of different, like, story and movie ideas to each other for so long, and one of the ideas Quentin had was about roommates. And then we never, explored it because, we were 10, but not that young, but still. But then when we were getting closer to adulthood, we were starting to re-explore that option, and then Quentin and I were talking about it, and we said, hey, why don't we set it in a college setting? And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then Quentin actually started to attend Whitewater a couple years after Zulma and I did, and then we actually started going to work on getting One in College made. But yeah.
Fun fact, I think we actually all went to Whitewater.
At some point or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't supposed to be the original Alice.
No, the original Alice was written for somebody I was dating at the time. But then...
Because if you guys hadn't noticed, everyone's names except for mine share the same first letter with their original names.
Yep.
So Corey and Chris, Quentin and Q, Jordan and John. Mine's the exact opposite.
Yeah, right. You're the last letter that goes. You're the last letter that goes to the first letter.
Although I did opt to change Alice to Zoe or something, and I'm like, no, Alice works. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: there was no written plan for Alice.
No.
I came in and I essentially made her my own.
Yep. Yeah. We had character arcs more or less set up for Corey for sure. John, we were sprinkling in there a little bit, and Q, we never had a chance to really fully flesh out.
So, you guys essentially are watching how Alice became a character as I was developing her.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think we talked
I think we're done listening to my voice. Let's go on. Jordan! He's my best friend, guys. I love him.
So, since you have the
He's my best friend, guys.
How would I go about asking a girl out on a first date?
You guys think that this might be outlandish, but this is kind of how just Jordan is. I love him, but
all of our characters, with the exception of Alice, are
Alice is very similar to me.
Yeah, Alice is accidentally similar to you, but
Well, I mean, I made her though.
But all of us are variations of ourselves throughout the show. The only difference is that I have the most drastic accentuation to my character. Essentially, Corey was created on the principle of the type of person I was perceived as in high school, which was completely false.
So Corey's character is very, very explicit. Alice's is not, unless you're paying attention, but in Corey and Alice, she really shines through, and you learn some things.
Corey and Alice is serving as a character study to Alice and Corey.
Control the party while he gets with her hot best friend.
Right.
So apparently, so that the setting up with the troll of the party and getting paired up with the hot best friend.
Here's my favorite part, guys. Here's my favorite part.
Slap a meme on that bitch. That's relatable.
What did we do now?
No, so apparently, because I think I wrote that section where they, I think I actually wrote this section, the dialogue exchange between.
You probably did.
John and Q. And the part where it's like the troll, Corey setting me up with the troll while he gets with the hot best friend or whatever. So apparently there's an actual name for that.
Oh, is it what I'm thinking? Okay, what is it?
So the troll would be called a grenade.
Oh my god!
If I understood that correctly. I mean, unless Q would be serving as the grenade because he's blown up. Yeah, I know.
That's so mean, guys.
Very
so
Corey
mean.
thing to do.
Okay, it's a very Corey thing, but I'm going to tell you right now, Chris is not like that. Are you like that?
Not to that extreme. Like I said, this is a very strict accentuation. I mean, if you look at all our characters and our actual personalities, Jordan to John was maybe 15%.
I mean...
Quentin to Q was like 5%.
5%.
You to Alice was like 25% maybe.
Maybe like closer to 75.
50. We'll
go 50.
We'll go 50 for the median route. Then there's Corey. Chris to Corey. About 180% difference, or accentuation to personality traits. I absolutely hated playing Corey, specifically the first season.
But no one can play him as well as you, obviously. Like, come on.
Appreciate it.
More specifically, what did Corey do now?
Right?
Well, what happened?
Well, okay. Well, I was walking back from class.
NBA 2K did not in any way sponsor this video.
When I turn around to see who it is, someone pinches my ass.
They did what?
It's me that you're concerned, but I think I can handle myself.
But you should.
What can you?
I don't know, can I?
Anyway,
Can you?
John. You want to do the thing?
It's really funny how Alice is portrayed here, because how we explore her more, kind of figure some things out, and you kind of look back at things a little more critically.
When I say Corey and Alice is a character study on Corey and Alice, it's more of it's an inclusion of character study on Corey, but it's a major character study on Alice. Because we didn't really get a chance to turn her over.
I mean, this is one of the episodes that, like, definitely highlights her, but it doesn't really do enough.
No, I mean, we have her quirks and we have her personality traits and we have all that, but we don't know why.
We don't know a lot about her.
Yeah, we don't know the why she is the way she is. Which
we know she has parents. We know she's Latina, but that's pretty much everything you know.
Yeah. You don't know what kind of history she had, but it's all stuff that we're exploring in Corey and Alice. Spoilers.
You look like you have everything under control. I don't think
Please, I would appreciate it very much.
Man, Alice looks so butthurt.
Fine, I guess.
So, where do I take her?
I actually did write that joke, guys.
All right, okay. I'm kind of curious. What do you think Alice sees in John?
Alright, here, let's pause this. Okay. So, well, this kind of spoilers for Corey and Alice.
Not necessarily. I mean, we know Corey and Alice, or not, John and Alice, are together.
Okay, so what I think is happening here is Alice is lonely. She has not been in a relationship in a while. Like, in a long while. And I think, because this is actually something that I do, is, whatever, just avoid. So, it's kind of something I do. It's like, if you know someone's giving you attention, you tend to end up liking them more. So, with her, John is nice to her, because John's nice to everyone. Who is he mean to?
John is a sweetheart.
So, Alice immediately thinks, oh my god, I like him. Mm-hmm. And that's where it is. And it's the thing of, okay, maybe she actually really does like him, but...
Well, I mean, if you look at the whole roommate situation as a whole, she's got a choice between John, Corey, and Q.
Which...
Well, we obviously know who no-brainer... We obviously know who the hell no is, no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, if you've watched all of this, we make a slight dig at her sleeping with Q. Like...
Possibly. I mean, like, it's hinted at.
It's hinted at. But I don't think we're actually going to reveal what actually happened.
I mean, we have an idea what possibly happened.
Oh, I know what happened. I just don't know if I want to tell people.
No, that's for us. That's for our
So, let's just say that,
personal amusement.
for, just hypothetical speaking, she did sleep with Q. So, that's already there.
Okay.
And with John, he's nice. He's the complete opposite of Corey. He's nice, he's caring, he's understanding, he's attuned to his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
The exact opposite of what Corey is.
Oh, Corey's attuned to his feeling.
But not that way.
Singular feeling.
Singular.
Singular
His
feeling.
One feeling of horny. So...
Horny's a feeling?
Yeah. So she immediately attached herself to John because he's just nice to her and he pays attention. He asks about her day. Like, you can see, he's concerned for her well-being.
Right.
So... how do you not fall in love with John? He's so sweet.
Oh, I'm in love with Jordan.
Like, exactly! So, that's why John and Jordan are so similar to each other. I adore both of their characters. Because they're such sweethearts.
Yep, Jordan's a teddy bear.
I love him so much.
He's the man.
But with Alice, I think she thinks that she has a crush on him. She thinks that's what she wants, but is it really? Because, I mean, if you've seen the whole show, you know what happens.
Yeah, spoilers for the whole show, by the way.
I mean, if you haven't seen it, well, get on it.
Yeah, right.
Come on, just watch it.
It might help a little bit when you get to watching Corey and Dallas.
But it's the fact of she thinks she likes him, and she really doesn't. I don't even think she really likes Becky, technically.
Well, I mean, Becky and Alice kind of connected on a more personal level,
And
just because
even
of...
if Alice did say she loved her, I don't think she actually meant it. She was grasping at straws. I don't think she really meant it.
Right.
So, Alice may think she likes John, but I don't think she really does. I think she's just kind of attaching herself because, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
He's available. He's safe. He's a safe option.
Yep.
He's super safe.
He's the safest of options.
So I think we're ready to continue.
To be a waiter and get a big mustache?
I actually do want to do that, guys. I do want to do that.
Okay, well, if you're going to Uno's, I guess I can sit in the corner with my laptop and computer fine.
A bit off, a beautiful girl like you with
Aw.
hand draping over her.
Aww.
Okay, well...
Aw.
back
You're
in
high and mighty
school-
about yourself. Don't you think? You wrote that line. I know that.
I know.
I'm kidding.
I'm not,
I'm
though.
totally kidding. She's beautiful.
Really late, I would actually check when they would be for my laptop.
That's insane. I don't think I can believe that.
Really?
This is as Zulma Alice gets, is the whole video
Oh
game.
God, what's that on your
I
face?
do play a lot of video games, guys. Like, I play League of Legends, I used to play Warcraft.
This was not an invitation.
Yeah,
For
I
you
play
to
a
talk
lot
about.
of shit. I play a lot of things, guys.
Okay, well, go ask out your friend and tell him the day to go.
That
If you-
disgust.
I have to bully now or something.
I think I was just channeling my inner, hatred.
Yeah.
Towards everything.
So you didn't have to try too hard.
No, God, no.
No, of course not.
Is this before I had my blue hair?
I think it was.
It was. I'm sorry that my hair changes so often.
Okay, besides, I brought you a gift for a man horse stream.
I think I also wrote that line.
House, in my bedroom, it should be safe.
I don't know. It seems like a dick move.
Telling you right now, watermelon Pop-Tarts are disgusting. Do not eat them.
It wasn't that bad.
It's like, okay, guys, imagine, watermelon jelly
The cross.
in a Pop-Tart. That's all it was, and it was gross. It's like a melted Jolly Rancher. You think I'm kidding, but that's what it tasted like.
Yes. So we bought it. So we in the script, it said, Oh God. You're not in frame. Zalma's fiance is half naked.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting married. That's a thing.
You didn't need to mention that. I was mentioning, oh God, seeing myself in the damn footage.
Anyway.
Oh! 2 stories. All right.
Okay, guys. So funny.
Mine first.
Oh damn. Okay. Go ahead.
Then scoop back over. COVID.
We live together.
You healthcare.
We live together.
You old age home working. All right. So first off, the watermelon Pop-Tart story. So in the script, it said the nastiest Pop-Tart you can find in store. That is literally what it said. So we went to the store and we're looking around at Pop-Tarts. And we actually did some research beforehand. I can't remember what the most disgusting rated Pop-Tart was.
It was like something. It was something you wouldn't expect.
Right.
But it kind of made sense the more you thought about it.
But yeah, like okay, so we're gonna go to the store and we like wrote down what the least 5 favorites were.
Because
the least 4.
It was a small Walmart.
Yeah, the least 4 were not there, but watermelon Pop-Tarts was at the very bottom, towards the bottom of the list. So we found that and we bought it.
But you guys will see that Amanda, played by Courtney, a friend of ours, is black.
Yeah.
We did not intend for that.
No, we cast her. I think we bought the watermelon Pop-Tarts after she came over.
And we're like, oh no!
So we come back from the Walmart, and there's obviously 3 packages of Pop-Tarts on the thing, so we only needed 1. But before we went to where we were going to shoot, which was a restaurant on campus,
we all tasted it.
We all opened a package and we all took a bite.
And
at least.
That was disgusting.
And so I ended up finishing them because that was a waste of money. Now I didn't open a second. Like whatever the package was that was left, we threw out.
Yeah.
But the package that we opened and all tried to bite, I finished it because it was already open. I ate it. So then yeah, we went to work. So then we headed over to shoot this scene.
Wait, we have to do the second story. Okay, so you'll notice the guy on the left.
I'm kidding.
So you'll notice the guy on the left. His name is Jackson. That's actually my fiance. We met freshman year. Actually, I knew him, Chris, the same time. We all knew each other as freshmen. They were roommates.
I was not a matchmaker.
No, he didn't get us together, but he was pretty much there for pretty much our entire relationship, for being honest.
That was maybe 6 months where I wasn't really involved.
And the thing is, Jackson would pretty much help out with whatever we needed him to. He actually did get his minor in theater, so he is technically an actor, more than I am. I don't have really a theater background.
You're a credited actor, he's not.
I'm a credited actor.
Well, actually, no, he might be because of this episode.
Which means nothing, because I don't do anything. I show up and say lines, and then I go home.
And by home, I mean you, go across the hall.
So, he pretty much would help us with whatever we wanted. Which is ironic that he's, here. So I had to act, how I acted towards him. Which isn't actually too far off from how I sometimes am.
I can vouch.
But, so sometimes Jackson will just show up in things. He'll either show up as an actor, he'll show up as an extra.
Camera operator.
Camera operator. Who's that? Is someone calling? Give me a second. Why is my phone going off? Where the fucking is my phone?
Did it fall down the, what's it called?
No. Where the fuck?
Phone.
Okay. So.
Alright, so I have to admit I could have figured out a way to shoot the scene a little bit better.
There was probably a better way to shoot the scene.
I
wanted you to just sit in the middle and just pivot.
Yeah.
Bought you something.
Oh, you shouldn't have to do me a gift. A watermelon Pop-Tart? How did you know? I love these.
Let's check that off of the checklist of things you accidentally do. Racism.
Yikes!
Some of you people are trying to figure out a way to yeet the screen away.
And Taco Hay looks right in the middle of the night and writes happy love home.
Jordan's a writer. Or John. John's a writer. Jordan don't write.
John's a writer.
Jordan is not a writer. There's the embellishment.
But John is. Here's the thing, though. Here, pause it. So, we actually didn't know what we put down as John's major. We didn't have that figured out.
No.
Until later.
Yeah.
So here, he says he's a writer, and Alice, tells him that just to say it, because, okay, we're going off the fact that maybe some women don't like guys who write all the time.
I remember how this came about.
What?
So, in the original roommates concept that
Yes.
Quentin had, Jordan's character was, in fact, a writer.
Okay.
And so we were trying to figure out what to do with John, and then, so I think Quentin and I suggested to you that bring up the fact that he's a writer in some way, shape, or form. And then you took it from there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went down.
I think so.
Sounds
But
about right.
either way, Alice doesn't know he's a writer.
Most of us don't know he's a writer.
No one technically knows he's a writer. Maybe Q.
Well, Q's the trustworthy one. Q knows everything.
Well, we also make hints that Q has, cameras set up everywhere.
Yeah. But Q's also just...
He's the one that you want to confide in. Corey's the exact opposite.
Yeah, Corey, don't tell Corey anything.
No. Alright.
This worked.
Okay, time to upward this. Keep with your mouth open. Jordan actually did not want to do this.
No, it was such a... Jordan has a very, very low comfort
As you'll
range.
see later.
Yeah, Jordan is not comfortable with a lot of things.
Surprisingly.
We did a script read for the pilot for Corey and Dallas recently, and he changed the line because he was uncomfortable saying just a line.
You okay?
Okay, look. The guy I like is on a date with a girl, and I'm trying my hardest to sabotage it, and nothing's working.
I'm sorry to hear,
Okay, unless you bring me cheese fries or give me that guy, leave me alone.
but I...
Just bring me some fucking cheese fries! That was a one take because I didn't want to do it again.
That and bring me cheese priorities.
Priorities.
That's priorities. But the other thing is is that you did actually say that kind of loud.
Yeah, I know, and a lot of people were like...
And I'm sure people... I'm dead serious.
I think people stopped talking.
I think some people
looked.
started to stop talking for a half a second.
Which, if you guys haven't noticed, Alice really doesn't care if, she's loud or abrasive or otherwise, the center of attention.
I don't know if center of attention is the right way to put it. She
doesn't care if
but
she
she
makes
just doesn't care if she makes a scene, maybe?
Yeah, no. I think that's what I actually meant.
No way.
Alright.
I thought I was the only one.
Only you could write a conversation like this, just saying.
Yeah, whenever it comes to weird conversations, I'm usually the one who's behind them.
I had to write a line, and I'm sitting there, I think I wrote the pilot episode or the first episode of, the second season, and I think I had to write a line for Zulma, and I'm sitting there thinking, what would Zulma say? And that's when the use cat litter advice line came into play. Because I'm like, that sounds like something Zulma would say.
Oh, I do say some pretty weird stuff.
Give me my fucking cheese fries. Weird.
Judgmental much?
That's the thing, I'm, when it comes to, Alice making a scene in public, I'm the exact opposite. I do not like being looked at, focused on, or anything in public.
Stop looking at her!
Thank
You're
you!
welcome. How do my hands smell? Smell like chloroform.
Hey, what do my hands smell like?
Say what?
You're too normal.
What do you mean?
You're too normal for me. That's an insult. Especially after the stuff I just tried saying to you. What do you mean?
So, I'm pretty sure I also wrote these next set of lines, because, there is some truth to them.
Guy I met at a party.
You gotta find someone who's, the right amount of weird for you.
Yeah.
I think his name was Corey.
It's the exact Corey you're thinking of.
Not at all.
The exact one.
Well,
Poor John.
hope you find somebody who fits your weird.
Oh.
I hope so too.
It's a
weird
sweet
girl. I
sentiment.
hope so
Yeah.
too.
Now, this next thing that happens, that's definitely something I would do. 100% something I would do. I'm pretty sure I actually have done that before.
I can imagine.
I
you
like
doing
sitting
that.
on floors.
In dark rooms.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
did you go? You left me all
I'm sorry. Well, are you too official?
alone.
I like how his tag is sticking out of his hat.
Oh, we're not official.
So, you two will be seeing each other.
This was so for sure. This is an awkward scene for Jordan.
Well, that's a real shame. Because, I mean, it would have made sense for them to kiss.
Yeah.
It would have made a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Jordan wasn't ready.
That was one of the things Jordan was not comfortable with. I mean, and if you've seen the whole scene.
We gave him the idea of like, we're like, hey, all right, kiss scene. He was like, oh no. I'm like, okay. And then we didn't. You're so mean. You're smacking everybody around.
Here's the thing, Alice is just mean.
Who came up with that idea? Alice smacking everybody around.
Me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that, it's Alice's trademark.
Yeah.
Just smacking people. Oh damn! I gotta look forward to you smacking me a couple times throughout the and Alice.
But I have soft hands, remember?
Okay, pause. Hold up. Hold up.
Alright, story time!
Before people get the wrong idea. Yes, story time. So somehow slapping became like a topic of discussion of something. So then Zoma just smacks Jackson. And when Jackson and I are like, goddamn, she got soft hands. Hit us again. And it's not because we were into, well, Jackson may have been, but not because I was into her smacking me. She has soft hands. It's like getting smacked with a pillow. End of story.
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 What?
What is this?
What?
Is this a movie theater? What the hell are you doing? Where's my popcorn? You can't
Where's
do that
your
to me.
popcorn?
Where's my popcorn? I'm asking you. We're not dating.
Oh, we should make popcorn. Damn.
I ran out of popcorn.
Oh, well, okay.
So,
Yeah.
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 We're not dating, I swear.
Eat it. That's not the point.
You're an idiot is not a point. Fair enough. Ooh, the reveal.
You're trying to sabotage
Light bulb.
You know how some people say you don't know what's in front of them.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
more to that line. He just forgot the
I'm
rest of
starting
it.
to realize this.
I'm pretty... We were notorious for getting our lines, especially me.
What do you think?
I was better
Do you want to be
Back when Jordan would not correct his unibrow.
It wasn't supposed to be that awkward,
Don't tell Q or Corey.
but you know what? It makes sense.
I kind of wish that we would have kept panning and like Q was standing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's called Friday Night by Brock Bergen, featuring Panther and Jeff
Hey.
Kyle.
Kale.
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 I don't know.
I don't know.
Who cares?
But yeah, so that hug wasn't, supposed to be that awkward, but it fits because John, like Jordan, doesn't really.
Well, the thing with Jordan and John is awkward is kind of like what their character's built on.
I mean, John kind of grows out of his awkwardness though in Corey and Alice. Yeah, so surprise, John comes back for a bit in Corey and Alice.
He serves a purpose.
Yeah, pretty decent purpose.
You know what we should try to do? See if he will actually sit down with us for
my
a
God.
reaction commentary.
I would love to have him here. He would offer some great commentary.
Probably.
But yeah, so at the end of that, I would have liked if they would have kissed because it makes sense story-wise.
That would have been the time to kiss for sure.
But it took how long did it take? Like a year before he was actually.
Well, he wasn't even comfortable when we did it.
Okay, so this is kind of jumping the gun.
Yeah.
But if you guys have seen the whole series, then you know that John and Alice do kiss. There is a scene where they kiss. And the story behind that is it took 10 tries for
the rehearsal.
Just
the rehearsal.
Because Jordan would keep moving out of his way, or he would say, I'm not ready, or just anything. And so when I do kiss him, he had the funniest reaction. I don't know if I'm flattered or like offended to this day because he got up and he started kind of like
stumbling around
on everything.
It's like just tripping over his own feet and just like, I'm like, was the kiss that good or bad?
Do you want to tell them the other piece of trivia that he probably doesn't?
Nah. No, that's for him.
That's for him. If he wants to say he can.
Yep. But I just remember what I wrote because I wrote that episode for that season, and I wrote the episode, I sent it out, and then I immediately after I sent it out, I'm like, hey Jordan, did you read the script? He was like, yeah, I read it. I'm like, you ready for that kiss scene? He was like, oh hell no. I'm like, dude, we gotta get you to do it because like it doesn't look believable without you. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's not whatever. But then so Quentin at this point is done with When in College. He left the show after season 1.
Because if you notice, he's not in the show anymore. Obviously, That's why we have Becky.
He left the show after season 1. But I was talking to him one day about how Jordan keeps telling me that he doesn't want to do this kissing scene in the first episode. He's like, oh, he doing that scene. Oh, he doing it. And then Quentin actually came to set to make sure Jordan did that scene.
And like, okay, it's kind of ironic, like mine and Jordan's approach to acting, because I will pretty much do anything, like acting-wise. I'm not phased. Like, you can attest to this. I don't get phased by much. Like, and the thing is, like, how I became an actor, technically, was from Uncertainty, which was a project that Chris Jackson and I were all working on. It just never, got off the ground. And here's the thing, like, we did a kiss scene, and I'm like, I'm not fazed by it, because it doesn't faze me.
No.
So when I saw that scene with Jordan, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the exact opposite reaction that he does to it.
No.
Like,
well, I was taking Jordan's feelings about it into consideration.
I'm like, it's
Zulma
me.
initiates the entire thing.
It's me. Like,
and it's Zulma.
It's me. Because Jordan and I
Zulma.
do have a good relationship. Like, I adore him. So...
Joke's on you. He doesn't adore you.
But it's the fact of, like, if it's going to be anyone, if it's at least a little bit better that's me, of all people...
Yeah, because he knows you.
Because he knows me, as opposed to, like, someone random.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we got through it.
Once
we got to the rehearsals, I think it was just 1 take.
2.
Was it 2 takes?
It was 2 takes.
Oh, okay. Well, then he did it less takes than it did to rehearse the damn thing.
Yeah. Because then it squirmed out of the way.
Yeah. Well, I figured, because, like, I knew it was going to be harder to get him to do it in the rehearsal. Once we did one full rehearsal, like him actually getting through the kiss and then going straight through, I knew he was going to get it. I knew he was going to be fine. But yeah, that was the, so we had to, so I think we rehearsed it. So the first time you kissed him, he did the stumbling around thing, and then we actually did a full rehearsal, and then we did, are you sure you're not confusing the rehearsal for the take?
Oh, yeah.
So we got through it twice, full, straight through. We got one rehearsal down, and then
one take.
And then 1 take.
Because I think he was really trying hard to not have to kiss me more. Which...
Well, I mean, I would have, if he had been more comfortable with it, I would have been telling people to put more kissing scenes between John and Alice within the story.
Because, with me... I did write a good chunk of those episodes. I think at least, a fourth of them?
I think you wrote 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I always made sure not to because it's like I put people's like comforts over like the story. Like in Corey and Alice, because we as people are a little more comfortable with things, we take a little more liberties. But whenever it came to Jordan, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do what he's comfortable with, because you know.
To this day, Jordan is still not really fully comfortable with a kiss scene, so that might be his only kiss scene ever on screen.
Which is what he with me.
Yep, you're gonna be his one and done kiss. So it was either really good or really bad. We're gonna have to interrogate Jordan for it. We'll put him in a blank white room table, strap him to the kick him to the chair, floodlight him. Was it good? Nobody tell Jordan we're planning this.
No, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't call him Jordan no more.
He's Nick Nintendo Switch. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
No
like
context.
on screen you'll read it as
Niche
Navsdy, but
we have an inside joke.
I personally think it's a stupid name. So
So what we like to do is we like to, we call him still Niche because but then
no, we changed that too. It's Nick.
Okay,
It's
so
spelled
it's
N-I-C.
Nick.
It's Nick.
Okay, so we say Nick, but then we always switch the last name for something. So for my personal favorite is Nick Nintendo Switch.
I think with him being batshit crazy about this whole name thing with Niche Navsdy or whatever, Nicolas Cage. That's a we got it. Nick Nicolas Cage. He's double the Nick.
Double the Nick.
He's Nick squared. Nick squared Cage.
I mean, cages are squares, so.
Genius. All right.
I think we can.
I think this is.
I think that's
all right. We're gonna be doing like 4 more episodes, maybe more, depending on how you guys feel about these.
And remember, we're checking out our favorite episodes, and we'll be giving you great commentary, great insight.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this today went fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.